When I first heard it, I said, no, it's not possible. And I told the nuncio, you must be kidding. And he told me, no, I do serious stuff. And I was coming for confession, confession, and I just threw the album and I sat down for 5 minutes. I'm the second bishop, Haitian bishop, but the first one was an auxiliary bishop, and I'm the first ordinary to be in charge of the diocese. That was part of my yes, because I asked the nuncio, can I say no? But it was in February. In October, my superior general visited us in Forest Park, Georgia, and he told me twice, don't say no to the church. And he said, he went again before he left, don't say no. So I remember those words. And I said yes also because I'm Haitian. And I think the situation that Haiti is living, and I thought it was going to be very heartful and hopeful. Yes, not for me, but for as Haitian. I think that I will bring into, as a religious that work with immigrants and refugees, and the church is looking into the reality that there's a new reality that I can share my knowledge and experience. Coming from a theology of the 70s and 80s, we used to use that line, social justice. It's a very heavy term because it means different things for different people. I would say instead of social justice, I would say Christian justice. And when we're talking about Christian justice, we're talking about we have one Father, and we are all children of God. And Genesis 1st says that everything was created for us. And as human beings, we have to dominate, not destroying it, but to make it useful for us and for humanity. And I think that will be what I will emphasize, because people here, even if they are migrants, sometimes they have better cars and homes than the natives. So we cannot talk about social justice in terms of material means, but I think in terms of relationship, I think that's what we're missing, and I think that's what I would offer as a person from my experience. Now, first of all, I have to learn to know the people, to know the tradition. I was reading a little bit about the history, the church history of Charleston. And the second priest was a French priest. And the first congregation was a Haitian congregation. So I think God is asking me to be part of a story, a plan, and I don't know what it is. So actually I don't have any plans, except that wherever I go, I want to give myself to the church, to the people. And God asks us to work together. So working together, that's when you begin to journey and to know one another. And then together we form a vision. My personal experience, I feel that the young people have been left out. And I think it's because the adults, sometimes we are kind of egocentric. We think about ourselves. And the one thing that I will do is to reach out and to do everything which is in my possibility with the clergy and the lay faithful is to reach out to see how we can bring back our youth. Because we lost at least 2 generations of young people. So we have to see what we can do. I think I'll do my best. To get to know the priest, to take care of them. Because when you're a pastor or a parish priest, you do the work. And I won't be able to do the work because I'm not going to be close to the people. So whatever vision, whatever, so it's going to be to be through them and with them. And the sisters, the religious sisters, the congregation, they have charism. And my charism, which is to reach out with refugees and migrants in general, I'm sure that I will be, eventually, naturally, I will do it. Jesus like, don't judge. Get to understand why people do what they do, the way they think, and challenge that humanity in us, which is sometimes negative, but I think we have, we have positive humanity in us, and bring that out. That's my start, to bring the best out of people and to recognize their talents. Don't give people things that they're not talented for. And that's another tendency. We want to do what the other is doing. And we leave aside our own gifts. So that's what I will be. That's my style. It is, unfortunately, we have to hear in church the word a safe environment. It's like a contradiction in terms, because church is supposed to be not only a safe environment, but a loving environment. So we have to continue that, to make, and I was thinking that we are in the defensive as church, because we made a lot of mistakes. But we have to begin to be in the offensive. Like if you play in soccer, you play in defensive or any sports for that matter, you never score. So you have to be in the offensive so that we have to move forward. Ayer yo escuché de una persona que tiene mucho conocimiento de este lugar. Estaba diciendo, hay muchos hispanos que se sienten fuera de la iglesia. Y como decía en inglés, somos una familia. Y lo bonito, y como iglesia, somos diferentes colores, especialmente en los Estados Unidos. La riqueza, yo pertenezco a una congregación que trabajamos con inmigrantes. El fundador decía, los Estados Unidos es la nueva Jerusalén, donde todas las personas vamos a reunirnos y hacer un pueblo nuevo. Es muy bonito y definitivamente por estar trabajando, de hecho, como decía en la conferencia de prensa, y tengo que aprender a decir misa otra vez en inglés. Tengo que otra vez aprender todo lo que es inglés, de lo que estudié, pero naturalmente para los hispanos es de segunda naturaleza. Voy a poder expresar y buscarlos, y no directamente porque tenemos que trabajar con los sacerdotes, pero definitivamente son parte de la gran familia católica. La palabra católica que es universal.